Hi, guys, and welcome back to Let's Do Life Together, a podcast by Kay and Tay. Thank you for joining us again on this lovely day or night, whenever you're watching. I'm always excited about an episode, so you already know what's coming out of my mouth next. I'm very excited for this episode because I think this is a great conversation to be had. But starting things off right, in case you missed our last episode, it was a fantastic episode on is it okay to vent about your partner to your friends. I think we had a great conversation on it, and I really like to hear what you guys think and what your thoughts are. So make sure you go back and watch that episode if you missed it. Comment and let us know your opinion.
Yep.
Are you excited for today's
I'm
episode?
very excited. I'm always excited.
Me too.
I'm
I
just
just love
excited
it.
to hear your voice. I do hear it every day, but
You do.
it's nice to hear your thoughts on all these various topics.
It's nice to hear yours too, because I feel like these are conversations we have together, but it's nice to hear your fresh perspectives, like
Yeah.
who you are in this moment answering the questions.
Yeah.
I like it because I feel like we're even closer after each episode, which is
why
really
I
nice.
also like doing the podcast because it helps us have more conversation, you know?
I agree.
Because there are a lot of questions that you guys ask, you know, they're all in this little box. So there are a lot of questions that you guys ask that I don't think to ask myself. So it's nice to hear her thoughts on it.
Very much. I agree. And I love reading the comments and seeing what your guys' responses are to some of the things that we say and the things that we share.
Yeah.
And they've all been very positive, which is also great. So I love that. And I love having you guys be included.
100%.
So without further ado,
That's my favorite thing, including you guys in
Same.
what we're doing.
same. It means a lot. So today's topic, a good one. How much influence should family have in your relationship?
That's a tough one for a lot of people.
I agree. It's definitely tough. I feel like, especially if your family has always been very involved in your life, they've instilled certain beliefs and values into you. And it can be tough to navigate whether those are things you actually believe in or just things that were ingrained into you, from a young age, and having to kind of decipher what are your own beliefs, what are your own values that matter to you in a relationship.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like with me, I have the same how do I say? Like me and my family, we see eye to eye when it comes to those things.
So you have the same values?
Yeah, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to everything. I wasn't raised, oh, you have to do this, you need this, you need that. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. And I don't want this. My parents were always very open and very honest. And, they listened to me and my siblings all the time. Well, speaking for myself, I can't speak for everybody else. But speaking for myself, they always, I've always felt heard. I've always felt understood. Well, not always, but when it comes to the things that shape you as a human being, I always felt like understood and heard by them.
That's
So
nice.
when they said, "Oh, when we had that conversation, like, oh, I'm gonna start dating, like, what type of person, things like that." We always saw eye to eye when it came to those things. So whenever they were like, "Oh, I don't really like this person," naturally, like, all those relationships kind of just, went their separate ways because when you are in a relationship at first, you kind of like, you're in this little bubble and everything is great and you're not really seeing what everybody else is seeing. To, go back to our latest podcast, the last episode, when we talked about like the friend thing, when you talk to your friends about something, my family, they might see something or they might, oh, this person is not, eventually it was always like, yeah, you're right, so I listen to my family a lot, especially when it comes to relationships. Like if my sister doesn't like my significant other, then that's pretty much over. We're not going to have a great relationship after that. But then again, you might, you have a good point to counter that. So yeah, I'll stick to my, to my point.
Feeling like your family's opinion is very important to you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Extremely.
So my family watches this, so I'm going to say this gently. There are certain people in my family that, in the most respectful way possible, I would never take relationship advice from. And it's just because they're not close enough to know me to understand why I have the values that I have and why I would like my relationship to be a certain way. They also came from a very different generation where I think once you dated somebody and kind of like them, it was like marriage was around the corner. And they're very stuck in those old ways. Everything's very classical. And I believe a lot more in the modern relationship than I do in the old classical, very old school relationship.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a little tougher just because of that when it comes to thinking about what my family's opinions are. Now, what I will say is the side of my family, the ones that I'm very, very close to, who I do care very deeply what they think and what their opinions are. First of all, already love Khalil, so I'm not worried. But they share in a way that is more like, I don't want to even say constructive criticism because it's not criticism, but it's always like, we're going to give you this information and our opinion, and it's up to you to do with it what you want. We're not telling you what to do. We're just sharing because maybe we've been married for 25 years or we've been through divorce. So we kind of understand a different perspective and we may have been through a life experience that you haven't happened to go through yet. So those people, I take it very seriously and I listen to them and I try to absorb as much as I possibly can because I think their perspectives are coming from places I've never been in life. And I'm appreciative of that. And I will say the one person who would make or break me being with somebody would be my mom.
Yeah.
Because my mom and I are very close. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show Gilmore Girls, but if you haven't, look it up. The mom and daughter relationship is exactly how my mom and I are because I was raised by a single parent. So my mom is literally my best friend. Yep. So Khalil says his sister would make or break it for him. And for me, it would for sure be my mom. Yeah. So I think it's important for you to, I don't want to say, well, I'll say try. It's important for you to make an effort, I believe, to have that sense of, togetherness with your partner and your family. But I know that's not always possible for everybody. Everybody has a different relationship. We are both very fortunate that we're very close to our family members and especially our immediate family. And I would believe from what we've shared with each other that they instilled very, very, very good beliefs in us and very good concepts of the core values that you should look for in a relationship and helped us to understand what is important to prioritize and why are those things important,
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that and grateful that you saw the example that you did of a relationship and I saw the example I saw because when you bring it together, it just kind of shows how different family, different background, but you can come up with two amazing people who were clearly meant to be together. Just saying.
But then it's like, you can, maybe you really like this person and this is the person for you. And then your family, for some odd reason, they don't like this person. And then you end up, it ends up clouding your judgment a little bit. And now you start having issues in your relationship and they don't know why. And then you don't really talk about it. And now like everything goes to hell because your family's opinion, So I listen to my family a lot because I have like a good understanding of where they're coming from. And, I have a really close relationship with my family, like how she is with her mom, I am with everybody, like my amazing immediate family, like my dad, my mom, and mainly my sisters, because I trust their judgment when it comes to, me and who I want to spend my life with, Of
course.
So it's like, I know they're not going to steer me wrong. So that's why I always listen to those people. But hey, that might not be you. So, I don't know. So
And that's okay.
take
Like I
my
said,
advice with a grain of salt, because I don't want to ruin nobody's relationships over
of
here.
course. Like, this is not an advice column, okay?
Yeah.
We're just talking about our experiences and our opinions and what we've been through, and
Yeah.
those are the things we can speak on. We cannot speak on your experience and your reality, you know? But I will say, I do think it is, in my opinion, important for people to take into consideration a situation like you may have, where you have multiple siblings, you have both of your parents, you're all in one household. If the majority of people who are the closest to you, which are usually going to be your immediate family, they're all telling you that your partner maybe is not the one for you, just even if you are obsessed, in love, infatuated, whatever, with that person, try to hear them out, because I find it really hard to believe sometimes when I listen to certain people talk that all 7, 8, 9, 10 of your family members couldn't stand somebody, but they were really just super great and your family just didn't like them. Sometimes it's hard for us to accept that the outside perspective is seeing something that we're not seeing. It's very difficult to see the whole picture when you're the one in the situation. That's why I do believe, touching on the last episode, sometimes the friendship opinions can be important. Sometimes your friends can literally walk you back off the ledge when they're like, hey, it really wasn't that deep. I don't think he meant it that way, or I don't think it was supposed to come off like that. I think you're taking it and you're kind of running with it, or your past trauma is maybe making you see this in a way you shouldn't see it. And it's okay. I think with family, that's really important. And at the end of the day, no matter who comes and goes from your life, family is forever, whether they're your chosen family or your blood family. So if they are telling you, hey, look, I'm thinking there might be like a few red flags, can we just bring this up? You have to decide, okay, are you people that I trust to listen to? And can I take this and listen to it and absorb it and maybe sit with it and think about how I feel about it later and take this advice kind of in hand and just kind of see what I think, you know? I think that's really important. Because at the end of the day, family does not want you to be with somebody that they do not think is valuable to your life and that adds value to who you are and what your goals are.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important. So another thing I will touch on too is like a tip that I feel, it's if it's hard for you to communicate with your family, or like, you know, something that like, you know, you can say to them, like, we really appreciate your input on this, but this is something that I would like to discuss or decide with my partner. Or if it's a conversation privately or with the two of you, you could say, this is something we'd like to discuss together. We do appreciate your support and we appreciate you guys being open and honest with us, but we have to go make a decision, because at the end of the day, this is my partner and this is my person that I've decided to be building a life with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's important too. And it's okay for you to set boundaries with your own family members.
Yeah. Because,
Okay.
man, family, yeah, it can be tough, especially if you guys come from completely different cultures. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah,
We do.
yeah,
We come from very different cultures, actually, if you think about it.
that's true. But I feel like it's two cultures that meshed very well together. You know,
I agree.
like I'm very family oriented, and like I also feel like you're that way. But I feel like coming from the upbringing that I come from, it was very easy to like just have you know, and just mesh together.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like the few things that we have that are different because of cultural background don't necessarily affect us with like our family's opinions. It's more so literal things.
Yeah.
Like the time you guys celebrate things or like do dinner and stuff. But
No,
I'm
but even
grateful
like,
that like
if you're like, oh, she doesn't do this thing, oh no, she's not for you, you know?
Yes.
Like I feel like there's a lot of that.
for sure.
So, you know, it can be tough in that way.
For sure. And I've always felt as though your family provided a comfortable space for me to be here, first as your friend and as your schoolmate, and then to, you know, kind of evolve from your friend and schoolmate to like your really close friend. And then once we kind of started figuring out we liked each other, it was like, oh, okay, like, how is his family going to take this transition? Are they going to think it's weird? You know, do they like me? Does his sister like me? Since it's very important to him. Also, shout out to her because I know she likes me. So just putting that out there. I know she does. But I think that that's nice, you know, and that comes from you being in a place with your family where their opinion matters to you, but you know that they're going to try to guide you in the right direction.
100%.
So them providing that environment was important because I knew the more they accepted me, the more you were going to be comfortable accepting me into your life as well.
Yeah.
And they did accept me with open arms, thank God.
Very open arms.
Very open arms. They loved me, and I was so grateful.
Yeah.
My mom, on the other hand, was a little hard to win over, but
Yeah.
we got there.
Once my grandma was like, when she first met you and she was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll say no more. That's it. That was literally, no, I swear to God, that was literally the moment for me. It was like, yeah, I'm good.
That's so funny. Okay, so shout out to the ladies, just letting you know, once he introduces you to his grandma and the grandma approves of you, you know that you're in. You know you did good.
Yep. So tell your man to introduce you to his grandma.
That's so funny. Yeah. And I have to say, I remember meeting her too and thinking like, oh my gosh, okay, he cares so much what his family thinks. His family's opinion is so important because I will straight up cut family members off. Like if you give me bad energy, bad vibes, but you're gone.
The important people.
The important
people in my family that I could care less what they think.
True, because you're not close to them. You don't have that closeness that you have with your grandma, your mom, your dad, your siblings, because they're all right here, cousins you specifically grew up with. That's me. The ones that I'm not super close to, they could be like, oh, we think it's a little weird that you and your boyfriend do this. And I'd be like, okay, that's nice.
And it's okay.
Thank you.
Not everybody, it's okay to have those people that you don't really care for. Like their opinions.
Khalil's like, it's totally okay for you not to literally care at all for certain people's opinions, okay? Okay, Good talk. And I agree. I'm not even gonna lie.
They don't know you, they don't know you like that.
They don't.
That level,
And that's what matters too. Yeah. Not taking, to heart what certain people say if their opinion doesn't matter to you on that level.
Yeah.
But meeting your grandma, I knew. I was like, this is going to make or break this friendship because we weren't even dating when I first met her. And I thought it's still important to make a good impression on everyone's family members. But once we were closer to like, oh, okay, I kind of like him and I think he kind of likes me. And then I got to see her again. I was like, okay, I have to, take a deep breath and, sound nice and, hopefully she would like me. And I think the only thing she didn't like about me was that I didn't eat beans. She seemed very offended by the fact that I didn't eat beans.
And she has a picture of you in her family wall.
And that photo has been there for years. Yep. So shout out to Grandma. We miss her.
Thanks.
But
I miss her.
I do too. I think about it all the time.
We're going to go see her soon.
We will. See, talking about family makes us miss the good ones. Yep. I literally spent some time with family today and it was the greatest time. And I love that. Those are the people whose opinions really do matter to me. And I appreciate when they, pour into me from a place of love and respect. And that's why they want me to have their opinion or to hear their opinion so that I can take it into consideration for important things and important decisions.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that count.
100%.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure. Do you think it was hard for you to kind of push past I don't want to say aggressiveness because she wasn't aggressive, but the way my mom was very protective of me being my only parent that I live with? Did you find that difficult at all?
No.
Did you ever sense that, like, she was very protective and kind of...
Oh, no, for sure. I sensed it. It's impossible not to. Because she has a very strong personality.
She does.
But I really like it, because it's like, it's like you said, she's protective because you're her only child.
Very.
But I never felt like, it wasn't difficult to like, oh, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. And I feel like that's why we ended up being as close as we are today. Because she's like a second mom to me, So I feel like I never really tried to do anything. Like I never tried to do this. I never tried to do that. I was just myself, And yeah, it wasn't like, I wasn't thinking like, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to be this thing. Mm-hmm. So then, then it becomes difficult because you're trying to be something that you're not, or you're trying to...
That's fair.
Do things that are out of the ordinary. I was just always myself. So it was always like just easy,
I agree.
Maybe looking at it from the outside, we'll have her on the podcast to see what she thinks about that. But maybe she was like, he does this thing that's irritating me. Or like, I don't like that he does this. I don't like that he does that. But, this is who I am,
True.
And
She watched you grow too, though. Your parents have seen me grow as well. I think it goes, both ways. Your parents watched me grow. My mom has watched you grow. They've watched us grow into a couple, grow into who we are as individuals.
Totally different person.
You were a very different person.
Yeah.
But we were just young, I think,
Yeah, that's what it was. It's literally what it was. Yeah.
We were immature. Well, I was pretty mature for my age, okay?
Yeah.
Not to brag, but
I was not that mature.
yeah. But that's okay because you are now, and look at who we've become.
Yeah. I learned from all my experiences.
Me too.
That's all that matters.
I agree. And also, too, my last tip or like bit of advice that you don't have to listen to if you don't want to, because that is perfectly fine, is it's okay for you to say no to family pressure if it doesn't align with your relationship goals. And I think that's important. And just to give a little example as to why I say that and what I mean by that is the parts of my family that I'm referring to that are very classical, for sure, always dreamed that I would be with a lawyer or a doctor or a surgeon or something like that. And it's like, okay, and if I don't, that's okay too, So it's okay if their plan for you is not your own plan for you. You have to remember that at the end of the day, you are going to grow, live, and forever be within your body and your mind and yourself. So make sure that you prioritize what your beliefs are and what your goals are, and make sure that your relationship is up to the standards that you want to provide for your own life, no matter what anybody tells you, be it negative or positive. Just prioritize yourself and your thoughts and your beliefs, because that's what's most important at the end of the day. Preach.
I like that.
Woo. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, guys. I appreciate you.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was my last tip, guys. Thank you for listening. I hope you liked it. But are you ready to see how well you know me?
Let's get into this segment.
Ooh, the tea.
I love this segment.
I love it too. You guys really liked it. That's why we were like, well, let's go ahead and bring it on around.
How well do you know me?
I know you pretty well.
I'm going to ask her questions, and she's going to ask me questions, and we're going to see how well she knows me and how well we know each other.
I know him very well, so all right. Just prepare for that.
I'll start.
Okay.
What is my favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, we just talked about it, and I already forgot. Klaus.
Yes.
On Netflix. That movie is so freaking cute, too.
I love that movie.
What's my favorite Christmas movie?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
No.
What? Impossible.
No.
What is it? The Grinch?
Yes.
Really?
What have I been watching on repeat the last couple weeks?
But you love Nightmare Before Christmas.
I do, but it's not my favorite.
Dang.
The Grinch is my favorite.
I can't believe I missed
Christmas
that one.
movie.
That's crazy. Damn.
Okay, sorry. So 1 point for me so far. If I were a superhero, what would my superpower be?
What would your superpower be? You know how Midas touches people and they turn into gold? I feel like if you touch people, they would just like be happy. Like literally, like
What?
if they're having a bad day, immediately they're like, whoa. You know when the movie Soul?
Yeah.
When like the souls were like over there and then the soul gets into the person?
Yeah.
You remember when the guy was in the table and he was like, he was a stockbroker or something?
Yeah.
And then the soul went into him and he was just like woke up.
Yeah.
And was like, oh my
God.
God. No, what am I doing? You're the soul.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what yours would be.
I don't know.
What would your superpower be? I don't know. I got to think about it. These are tough, you guys.
Yeah.
And just for a little extra detail, last time we did this, I picked all the questions. This time, Khalil picked all the questions. So I'm interested as to the fact that he picked this one. I feel like he picked it because he thinks I know what it is, but I don't know. What would your superpower be? Would you be... I feel like it would either be to fly, because I think that's cool, and I think you'd like that, or to be like invisible, or be able to read people's minds.
Like what superpower I would want?
Yeah.
No.
No! I was already worried.
No, telekinesis. to like move things.
Oh,
Well,
really?
is it technically you said it because you said move things with your mind?
No, I said read minds.
Oh.
But I like that you were going to give me the credit anyway.
Because imagine being able to
okay.
move things. Like I want that. I could just move it.
That is very cool. I agree.
It's sick.
That feels better than reading minds.
Plus, you
to
could
be
fly
honest.
because you could just move yourself to lift yourself.
Oh, I never thought of that. It's like 2 powers in one.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's valid. I like that.
There we go.
That's a good question.
That is actually a very.
That's a
good
deep
power to
question.
have. What's my favorite part of the day?
Your favorite part of the day?
Yeah.
I would say your favorite part of the day is probably nighttime.
Yes.
When
Literally.
you get to be left alone and do whatever you need to do.
I love it.
Edit something, maybe watch some docuseries or
Yep.
something like that. Record. You love doing that stuff.
100%.
Yeah.
Nighttime is definitely my
I feel like you like to be solo after about 12. Like once it gets 12 or 1 a.m., even if you're awake, you're like, I don't need human interaction now. I need to like focus on what
Even
I've been thinking
earlier.
about all day.
Like 9, 10. Yeah.
So right when I go to bed. That's why this relationship works.
Yeah, whenever you're not awake, then I don't need nobody around me. Like, just leave me alone and let me do my thing. Yeah.
What about me?
Definitely in the morning.
Yep.
You're a
I love
morning
it.
person.
I love it.
Yes.
I love when my alarm goes off. I'm like, ooh, is it 7 a.m.? Let me get up.
Let me get up.
And like my morning routine, do you know what I do every morning when I wake up? It's like 3
a little
specific
bit.
things.
You get up.
Uh-huh.
You go to the bathroom.
Okay, but yeah, before I go to the bathroom.
No, yeah, I was gonna say what you do in the bathroom. Like, do you do your skincare routine, your morning routine
Yeah, but I mean like before I leave my room, after I woke up.
before you leave your room?
Mm-hmm.
You put on, like the YouTube thing, like the
The
little vibes, the ambiance on YouTube.
I love putting lo-fi on. I hate silence. So,
Yeah.
and then I put my.
Oh, your candle warmer. Yep, your candle warmer. And what else? What's
I
the
make
third
the
thing?
bed
Oh, you make the bed. Yeah,
I
she
make
always
my
makes
bed.
the bed. Yeah,
every morning.
I
when
got
get
into the
up.
habit now. I make my bed
I read a really great book about how making your bed can change your life.
like
And
first thing in the morning.
I do it. Yeah, you too, huh?
Yeah.
I do it even if I'm on vacation, to be honest with you.
And before I used to just wait. I wouldn't make it as soon as I got up. I would get up. I would shower, whatever, change, and okay, now I'll make my bed.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I literally, as soon as I get up, as soon as I'm out of the bed is made, the candle's on, and the thing is it.
That's so funny.
Okay. Do I prefer to stay in or go out?
Stay in.
Yup.
Yep.
You could come to me, but I don't want to go to you. That sounds horrible. I like socializing, but like I love staying in.
Yeah. How about me?
Stay in also.
100%.
We're not outside people.
Not at all.
I know that sounds weird, but we're not.
No.
Like we'll go to stuff, but after a couple of hours, we're like, okay, that was enough outside time. Let's go.
And I love that it's, we get to that point at the same time, usually. So it's
do.
nice.
We're very in sync when it comes to that, actually.
It's very rare that we're somewhere and like I want to leave and she doesn't want to leave, or she wants to leave and I don't want to leave.
Very rare.
Yeah.
This is why this works. We're a good dynamic.
Yep. What's a show I can watch over and over again and never get tired of?
The Office?
Yes. I was literally watching clips of that when I was brushing my teeth this morning.
Were you really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I love how you'll do that too. Like you put stuff on.
Yeah.
What's mine?
Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, absolutely. I can watch a random episode and be entertained. I don't even have to watch it in order.
I was
can
gonna
always
say
watch it.
Grey's Anatomy.
That too.
I feel like you haven't watched that in a minute.
I haven't.
Yeah.
They be killing off my favorite characters and I just get irritated, so I can't watch it. Shonda, girl. Come on, girl.
Shonda, girl. Do better, Shonda.
Literally. Oh, it's me?
Oh, it's you.
Okay. What was my favorite subject in school?
English, because you love reading.
Dang, that was aggressive.
Yeah.
It's fine. What was my second favorite subject? For a bonus point.
Second. Whoa. I don't know. History.
I hate
Yeah,
history.
I don't know why I said history. That's nobody's favorite subject.
Khalil.
It's definitely
Your
not
brother
math.
loves history.
Oh yeah, he does. Well, he loves everything. Like school is his favorite subject. Like learning.
Stop. No, it's true though. He's so smart.
Is it the same as me?
Okay, we'll say it at the same time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Science.
Yeah.
There we go. I love science.
I knew yours was science.
Yeah.
And then second to science is art. Because
Okay.
you liked art, right?
Oh yeah, I like art.
You
Yeah.
liked art. Okay.
I love
Yeah,
art.
that was a good one. I like that one.
Good job. I love science.
Me too.
What's my go-to excuse when I don't want to do something?
Your go-to excuse when you don't want to do something? That's tough because you don't usually make up like excuses. I will literally have a reason why I can't do something right this moment.
Yep.
What is your go-to excuse?
You got it. I don't make excuses.
Oh,
I'll
is that
just
it?
straight up say I don't want to do it. I don't want to go do that. I'm not
like-
going here.
No point in making anything up because if I
Thanks.
don't want to go, I'm not about to go.
I'm good. I appreciate it. Thank
It's
you.
mine.
I don't know. Your go-to excuse when you don't want to do something. I don't know.
Really? Because I feel like I say this all the time,
You do?
especially when we're gonna do something and it's not early.
Or like me and you?
Yeah,
You have to do homework or something. You're tired?
always.
Well, that's not an excuse because it's like,
mean,
you're
That's
tired.
true. Because I'm not lying.
Yeah, like I feel like an excuse is something you have to lie about. You definitely don't lie about
Oh,
being
true.
tired.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm a sleepy girl at heart.
Yes. I'm surprised you're still awake right now.
Because it's like 8 o'clock.
It's 9.
Okay, we have 1 hour till my bedtime. So let's wrap this episode up, guys.
Oh my
Open
god.
turn.
Yeah.
Okay. What's my What's my favorite inside joke between us?
The line from what's the name of the movie? New in Town. When they're in the car.
Oh yeah. Can I ask you a personal question?
Isn't that what you've been doing?
Oh, have you found Jesus?
I didn't know he was missing.
It takes me out every time I watch that movie.
That whole scene. No, that whole movie is
whole movie.
so freaking funny, bro. You
So
guys,
funny.
You guys need to go watch it.
Please do watch it and then comment below this video and let us know if you liked it.
It's called New in Town. Please go watch it. Please. And then come back here and say thank you.
Yeah. Are you sure you're not cold? Because you look a little cold.
Oh man. Okay.
Okay.
If I could invent a new holiday, what would it celebrate? I actually don't know this.
Wait, do you have a favorite inside joke between us? Because you said mine and I didn't say what I think yours is.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, is it mutual?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
great, period.
It's mutual.
Okay, sorry.
Oh no. Yeah, it is mutual.
Wait, you thought of one.
Yeah, because this one died out. We don't say that anymore.
Oh.
From the Deadpool movie. Channing Tatum.
Okay, we do still say that sometimes. wait, I have to remember what it is. It's the, oh, you just let them know what happened here today.
Yeah. He said it so perfect.
I'm about to make a name for myself.
Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself.
No, that was a good one. That was
Yeah.
good. We do say that sometimes.
That was a funny movie.
That was a great movie. Just that scene was hilarious. Okay, wait, what was the question? Sorry.
If I could invent something, if I could invent a new holiday, what would it be? What would it celebrate?
Oh, if you could invent a new holiday, what would it celebrate?
Let's come up with one together, because I don't know.
Do you think you know what mine would be?
Yes.
What?
It would be like a book day or something.
Oh, absolutely. Free
Yeah.
book day.
Free
Annually.
book day,
Free
yeah.
book day. Every person gets a free book with a smile.
With a smile? What do you mean?
Like you just have to walk up and smile.
Oh,
you get a
okay. Smile and get a free book. There you go.
Smile and you get a free
I
book.
thought it was a book that had a smile in it. I was like, oh,
No, you're like, oh, okay, cool, unique. I don't know what yours would be.
me neither, honestly. Like, what would it celebrate?
I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool for you if you had like Filmmakers Day where everybody got like 95% off of a majorly expensive filmmaking item.
Oh, shoot. Everybody would love that.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Filmmaking gear is expensive.
Very. So what if you got like a free item with a smile?
I feel like it would be like Creators Day where
Oh.
it would just celebrate creators of all kinds. Whether you're big, you're small, you're a beginner, you're a professional, like doing this for 30 years. I think that would be cool.
I think that would be cool too.
Because, yeah, just to gather a bunch of people in one place and you're all learning.
I like that.
Yeah,
That'd be a good one.
that'd be cool.
We could combine our days together and everybody gets a free book because I think reading is important.
Nice.
And everybody should be
With
able
a
to
smile.
Go, go, Power Rangers. Every time we high five or fist bump, that's what I think about. Okay,
Yep.
next. I
right.
get to read this one.
Is it the last one? It is the last one.
Good, because eu quero fazer xixi. If I were a flavor of ice cream, what would I be?
Matcha.
Yep,
Yep.
we knew that was going to be a win.
You're going to know mine too.
Strawberry. Strawberry.
No, yeah, strawberry. I was
Oh.
going to say you could add caramel to it, but I don't think I like caramel and strawberries together.
That doesn't sound like a good combo. But to be fair, I did have popcorn in Brazil for the first time with condensed milk, and I thought it was going to be
Oh.
horrible, and it was fantastic.
I had it for the first time too. It was so good.
So good.
Wow, now I want that.
Me too.
We should make it. Let's make it.
Okay.
Well, that was the last one.
That was a good question. But I have to say, if you guys like the questions, you should go back and ask them to your partner or whoever you want. You could even ask them to a friend or someone that you want to get closer to, or you just want to know what their answers would be. And if you were thinking about asking a partner but don't have a partner yet, write down some of the questions you like. And when you have a partner, now you have some good questions to kind of have some icebreakers with.
Let's do this. Pick your favorite question that we asked each other and then answer it for yourself in the comments below.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
Yep.
I want to know.
I want to know too.
I kind of hope it's the ice cream question because that tells a lot about a person.
That's funny. It does.
It does.
Yep.
All right. The moment you've all been waiting for. But the mystery box.
That mystery box segment.
Ba-ba-ba.
All right, we're going to read 3 questions and we're both going to answer it. And yeah, let's see
Let's do it.
what we have today, what you guys have brought upon us today.
I love the jingling that happens
Me
when you're
too.
doing
All right. Have you had to adapt your communication styles?
I would say yes, because I'm used to overly communicating, and I feel like Khalil was not very good at communicating when we
used to
first
not
started dating.
communicating.
Yep. I feel like you're used to being communicated at
Oh, yeah.
because you get very quiet, and I always thought, why is he so quiet when we're having a conversation? It's supposed to go both ways, even if we're trying to like hash something out. And that was when I realized, because I like to self-reflect and kind of step outside of a situation and ask myself, what is a perspective I'm missing? So I kind of turned it around and started to realize maybe the reason why he's not responding is because he's not used to having a chance to respond, and he's not used to the pause that happens after I finish what I'm saying and I want his response. So I feel like he kind of had to adapt to the fact that I always want a response and I'm always going to give him the room to respond.
That makes sense.
Because now our conversations flow very easily, no matter what we're talking about.
That's true. I like that. You're a very calming person to talk to.
Thank you. I
love
appreciate
it.
that. You're a very calming person to talk to too.
Thanks, babe.
Especially because since you were so quiet, there was never an argument.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely had to adapt. But now it just flows very nicely.
I agree.
Yeah.
And you're a lot more patient now than you were before.
Yeah.
I feel like you had almost no patience
0.
at the beginning, but now
Yeah.
you're much better.
Yes, I am.
We worked on it together.
There we go.
I like that. Okay. My tone.
My turn.
My tone. Let us see. How do you keep the relationship from burning out? Quality time,
Yeah.
constantly getting to know each other all over again,
Constant communication.
constant communication, and never stop dating.
Yep.
Don't stop going on dates. Don't stop specifically setting aside time to do something. Even if it's, for us, one of our favorite things to do is watch a movie at night. We love watching movies, especially movies we've seen go viral on TikTok. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, we got to watch that. But that's so important. Setting that time aside just to do something with intention. It doesn't have to involve money. It doesn't have to involve going out. It's just the intention that really matters the most. So I think that's really important.
She's such a good talker.
Thank you.
I love listening to you.
Thank you. Sometimes I feel like I talk too much.
You talk enough.
Thank you.
Very nice.
What do you think?
What you think? That was it.
Okay, I'm glad we agree.
I like that. I like how she said that, doing things with intention. You know, it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be, you know, you don't have to spend nothing. You could just go out, go on a walk, just do something with intention.
Absolutely.
I like that. Together.
Me too.
That's all you got to do. It's really, yeah, you said it perfectly. Do something with intention. Do things with intention.
By like using a phrase that you use a lot that I like, it's not that deep.
Yeah.
You can set the intention to do anything, and it's a date. It's quality time. It's a moment, you know?
Yeah.
Sitting in the back of the car watching the sunset, that's a date. Going to get Coffee Bean and getting a large hot chocolate with caramel drizzle on it is a date. Watching a movie in bed at night is a date.
Yeah.
You know? It's the intention that really matters,
I like
not the price tag.
Dang. It's wifey right there, man.
You sounded like that scene from White Chicks. Doesn't he say that?
Which one?
That's wifey right there. That's wifey right there. Doesn't he say that? Oh my God, I feel like he does. Maybe I'm crazy. Sorry. Come on.
Maybe. We gotta watch that now.
Okay.
Do you have any cultural differences?
Yes. Khalil's family likes to do things in the middle of the night, but I did learn that is a Brazilian thing, not a Silva thing. So that's one thing.
We're a night owl culture, guys.
Yes. And my family is not a night owl culture at all. My family doesn't even see the night. The sun goes down and my family's in bed. They didn't even see that the sun set all the way because that's how early they're ready to wind down.
Yeah.
So that's one major cultural difference.
We're
and
vampires.
I think maybe one other one that's like an important one that we've already talked about too, that I always wondered if that was the dynamic he hoped to see, is a lot of the women in his family do like most of the cooking for the family events. And I was like, here's the thing, Khalil. I can make a pancake.
Unless it's barbecue, then
The men do the barbecue, which you've already learned how to do. So clearly I just got to step up because that means I'm slacking because I can make a pancake. I can make a piece of salmon. I could pour.
which is good. That's my favorite thing.
I could pour a bowl of cereal. Good thing with the salmon
cereal.
though, because you do like salmon. You do like cereal. Thank God. So,
There we go.
but I feel like that's one thing that sometimes I do like worry about. I'm like, oh, he comes from a culture and like a family in general that they just like the women are amazing. They do everything. And I'm like,
amazing.
"Whew." I know, but I feel like the women in your family are like on a different level. Like the cooking, the way they just constantly are so good at bringing family together. Like I hope that I can provide that the way that they provide that. But I don't come from a family that does that. Everything in my family is 50-50. Like the women are doing what the men are doing, the men are doing what the women are doing. It's very balanced. But like in your culture, it's like the women do so much and I'm like, ooh, I feel like I'm coming up short.
Definitely not.
Maybe it's because we don't have kids yet and we don't get to like have the family functions that I feel like, you know?
Your beliefs that you have now, definitely, yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Like you're gonna be a great family leader.
Thanks.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
Alongside me,
Alongside you.
your hubby,
Your hubby.
your future hubby.
Oh, was that 3?
I think that was 3.
I lost count.
I-
Was that 3? It was because
count
you
too.
started and then I read one and then you read one.
Oh yeah.
Should we do one more or just
Yeah.
leave it at that?
Let's do one more.
All right.
We always do one more.
I know. I feel like we always end up doing 4 actually. Okay. Oh. Are there ways that being together has changed your personal goals and dreams?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I feel like
In a good way though.
I never, I always thought about me and like, what do I want to do? You know, like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this. But then once I met her and then, it was more of a certainty in my mind that like, okay, this is it. This is the person that I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. And once that was certain for me, then it became more about us and, okay, what are we going to do? What do I want for us? What do I want? Where do I want to live? What do I want to do with my life? How do I want to spend the holidays with my kids? How do I want to spend the holidays with my wife? I thought about those things a lot on a deeper level because it's a certainty now. It's happening. It's not like, oh, maybe, it's happening. So I started to think about those things a lot more often.
I like that. I would agree. I didn't want to have kids or be married until we started dating. Actually, before we started dating, once we just got really, really close and just talked about life, I was like, oh, like I like how he sees it. I like what he thinks about.
Yeah.
If I could have a partner like that, maybe I would want to have kids and get married, the whole shebang. So, yeah, that did change. And I think another thing that did change was my goal in how I influence people and the impact I have on people's lives. I feel like your personality, your love, the way that you constantly care for me and constantly pour into me makes me want to be myself more, connect more, and not be shy. I feel like I always prepared to live a very low-key life before you, and I was always okay with being small and putting myself in a box, and you literally taught me to freaking burn the box down and just be who I am and be very bold. And I love that with you, we've created this platform, these connections, these amazing opportunities where I really get to be who I am very loudly and very boldly and unapologetically. And I think that's something that I really appreciate that I gained from this relationship pretty quickly into being in it too. And it's something that really, really means a lot to me because I'm not shy anymore. I love being who I am and I love who I am with you too. So I'm grateful for that as well. That's a deep growth. Thank you. You too.
You too.
You too. You're a very inspiring person.
I love your teary eyes.
Don't tell them.
They're so cute.
That's why I'm looking at you.
They're so glossy.
I'm going to look at the plant instead. Don't look at me, guys. It's just me and Jingle Jangle over here.
Yeah. You're just great.
Thank you.
I love you very much.
I love you too.
And I love that I could be that for you.
Thank you.
Because you are a lot more than that for me.
I'm still stuck on the fact that you said wife. Ooh, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it too. He said wife. Wife. Okay?
It's the inevitable.
Good. I'm glad. They're waiting. I'm waiting. We're ready when you're ready. No pressure though. Don't rush it. I literally had one of my closest friends say to me the other day that she can't wait for us to get engaged just because she knows that your proposal is going to be amazing and she wants to see how you do it. And I was like, period. I like that. I like that you give that energy that people are like, oh, we know the proposal is going to be so great. I can't wait to see him propose to you. And I was like, I literally almost got emotional in that moment too. Because I was like, I think the same thing. But it's weird to say that out loud. Oh, can't wait to see how my man's going to propose to me. I would never say that. So for her to say it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's so sweet. Because that means we give off that energy too, that people know that's our next step. I like that.
See.
What? Why'd you say it like that?
Because I guess we shall see. I said it's the inevitable. We shall see. Cutie pie. I love your nails, by the way.
Thank you.
So great.
Shout out to my girl, Haley. My best friend does my nails, guys.
They look so good.
So cute, huh?
Yeah.
They have gingerbreads on them.
Yeah, for those of you on the audio version of this podcast, they're banging right now. They're great.
Check the Instagram because you will for sure be seeing these. They're so cute.
Yeah, they look very, very good.
Aren't they cute?
Ooh. I guess maybe you could see them.
Hopefully you can.
Yeah. Well, you can post them. Yeah,
I will post
it on Instagram.
I will post them. Me and my nails.
Yep. But yeah, that was a good episode, I think.
I think it was great. Good. I think it's a good conversation. And I really want to hear what you guys think. I love reading your opinions and reading your thoughts. So let us know, now that you heard us talk about it, how important is that family opinion to you on your relationship? Should it be your family makes or breaks your thoughts on somebody? Mm-hmm. And just let us know what you think.
Yep.
I love it. This is a conversation. It goes both ways.
100%.
And thank you for your questions. They're always amazing.
Yes.
And they're always very well thought out and very deep. And I love that. So look out for our next question box, because there definitely will be one, because we've already read a lot and it's going to be time for some more. And we're excited. How many do we have left?
Yeah, there's like 5 more left.
Okay.
So 1 more episode worth of questions. So ask away.
Please do. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. And I know I say that every episode, but I'm always going to express deep gratitude for you guys. So
Yes,
prepare to hear it all the time.
Yeah,
I like this one.
me too.
Favorite episode yet.
I love it.
Well, we'll see you in the next one.
Make sure you check us out on Spotify and on YouTube.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.